I don't know. What does it cost now?
Well, that's what's interesting. I've cut the cord. Okay, I'm done with cable television. I cut the cord. So I've got YouTube TV. So it says the YouTube list, and I read this on Outkick. Standard price is $480. Subscribers can divide the cost into 60 monthly payments, but they eventually have to pay in full. You can't subscribe because a game you want to see and then not watch and then turn it off. So once you're in, you're in.
So basically, you have to buy the entire package for every NFL team.
Right, and they bill you $60 a month because I'm not going to kick over $480 to begin the football season, right?
Yeah, that's a big chunk of money.
New users can sign up for $240 a month, and returning subscribers can renew for $336. YouTube subscribers can purchase the package for $234, though they must maintain their YouTube TV subscription throughout the NFL season. I was talking to a couple of guys that own sports bars. And the NFL Sunday Ticket, as they know it from DirecTV, gone. So now they have to have all kinds of bandwidth, and it's all online now. So they can't just go put up a satellite dish anymore.
So they buy it right through the NFL then?
Yeah,
as opposed to buying it through a TV service,
right? So. Teachers, military members, veterans, and first responders with medical workers can purchase a Sunday Ticket for $198 per year through ID.me. Eligible students can get it for $119, though they can only stream on one device. But so many of these games are on so many different things. Who knows what I'm going to get? So let's see. This year, Netflix has 5 games, including the 49ers Rams from Australia week 1. They have the Thursday night game, the first Thanksgiving Eve matchup. They have the Christmas Day games, and then an unannounced Sunday game later in the season. Thanksgiving will play on a Wednesday. Netflix will air a Thursday night game, and then they'll move a bunch of things around. So, like, they'll play 4 Friday games. Packers, Bears, Bills, Broncos on Netflix, Rams, Seahawks on Fox on Christmas Day, and then the Broncos, Steelers on Amazon Prime on Black Friday.
Now, let me ask you this, and this is just because this could change everything. If you buy the NFL Sunday, what was NFL Sunday Ticket?
Sunday Ticket, right?
That's what they still call it. Okay, and you don't have Amazon Prime, do you still get those Amazon Prime games?
No.
Okay, that's why so you have to buy all that stuff in addition
to get everything.
To if you want if your team is playing, like you're a 49ers fan.
Okay.
So if your team, one of your 49ers games is on Netflix, you have to have Netflix to see that. If you buy a Sunday Ticket, you don't get that game.
You don't get that on.
Okay. That's what I thought.
Right. So I'm a 49er fan. If the 49ers are playing on Netflix, I don't get it on my Sunday Ticket. If the 49ers are playing on Amazon Prime, I don't get that. If the 49ers are playing the Commanders and it's considered a local game, I don't get that.
Oh, okay. See, I thought you still got that one.
Like, if I could just buy a package of my team only, I'd buy it. If I could buy a package that I know I'm going to get every 49er game, I'd buy that package. But this one it seems like they're getting greedy. Well, I think so.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm sorry.
See, now, if you got all the games, including the ones on Amazon Prime and all that, then I'd say, okay, that's not too bad. It's a lot of money, but still not too bad. But if you're not getting those Amazon Prime games and Netflix games, that's more streaming you have to pay for.
No, 100%. My wife just called and said, "Hey, do you still use this app?" I'm like, no. She goes, "We just got billed for it." Like, I'm going to go cancel it. I have to put in a request to get refunded back. We need to do a show one day, Super Dave, about how to remind everybody to look to see what you subscribe for. I seriously,
there are apps that do that.
Are there?
Yeah, I don't know what they're called, but I've seen them advertised. And you could just go into your search in your you have an iPhone, right?
Yeah.
Go into the app store or whatever, and you can search it, and supposedly, it'll tell you apps that you haven't used.
Right.
And you list all your streaming services, and it'll find ones that if you're still paying for it that you haven't used.
All right. One of the questions we're going to do this week is how many of you cut the cord, and how many streaming services you have. Like I know people that only want to watch the NFL Red Zone. I think Gary Hess might be a Red Zone guy.
Gary says Rocket Money does that.
Rocket Money. Okay.
Finds the apps that you're not using.
Are you a Red Zone guy?
No.
If you could watch your game or Red Zone, which would you prefer?
Probably my game. Just because it's because Red Zone just switches once the team's in the red zone, it switches to whatever that game is. Correct?
Right.
Yeah, so I'd rather watch my team than.
And Red Zone's going to have commercials now. Before it was, hey, we've got 8 hours of football with you with no commercials. Now I got to pay for it and their commercials.
Oh yeah, no, I'd go with my game.
So which is a better value for me? Do I hang out at Poorhouse every weekend? Or do I buy?
Gary says he is a Red Zone guy.
Yeah, he's a Red Zone guy. Do I buy my Sunday ticket? And I've had it once or twice. I ended up not sitting home watching it. I go to the sports bar anyway, which is just a big waste of money. And the only game I really wanted to watch was the 49ers most times. I do have the MLB package where I get all the games, and I watch that. Just to see different games. I'd probably get rid of that because I'm not working in baseball anymore. But it just, you want Congress to do something great? Just like, because we were talking about this with the Columbia Record Club. If you're a boomer and you understand how great the club, did you have the Columbia Record Club?
No, my parents were smart enough to not let me. I wanted to. I wanted to, but they wouldn't let me.
For those of you too young to remember, the Columbia Record Club, you sign up 10 albums for a penny, and then you sign up, you'd send in the penny, you actually taped it to the postcard, they'd send you 10 albums. And then every month they'd send you a catalog, and you got to choose which albums you wanted, but they'd automatically send you a bill. And if you didn't choose the albums, they would send you albums anyway. It was the first subscription service like that. All the rest of these subscription services are based on that.
Yeah, because I was always worried about that, after you got your 10 albums, then they would just send you one. And then you say, well, if you didn't want it, you can just send it back. And, if you were like an Eagles fan and they send you Barry Manilow, okay, I don't want this.
Well, it's like,
I don't want to have to pay for this.
So I've got these plants in the house that came from my dad's funeral, and I've kept them alive. I've kept them alive since 2017. And they were starting to get a little wonky on me. So my wife said, let me get this app free. I'll take a picture of the plants and then I'll see what's wrong with them. And then she forgot to
cancel the trial.
Yeah, and the next year I got a bill for like $800. Now she told me, by the way, to stop making her sound like she's an idiot or she's the meanest person in the whole wide world. I think it was like $20 or something like that. I don't want to over-exaggerate.
And that's I'm sure that's pretty common. That's right. You don't have to be an idiot to do that.
Right. So I got to get that under control. I don't think I'm going to get the Red Zone this year. I think I'm just going to sit at a sports bar. How are you going to watch Steeler games this year?
If they happen to be on TV, I'll watch. And if not, then I'll just.
You don't have to watch them.
No.
Really?
I don't lose my head over it. I'll check, the score on ESPN app or something.
Do you dress up?
No.
You're not head to toe Steeler fan when it rolls around?
No.
Oh, I got a whole bunch of fits for the 49ers season so I can dress just like a coach.
I really don't have a lot of Steelers gear. I have a lot of stuff that's autographed, but I'm not going to wear that stuff.
If I bought you a Steelers shirt, would you wear it?
Oh yeah. I have a Steelers hat.
Well, I'm sorry. You have all your concert T-shirts, so it's not like you.
And I wear those,
every day.
Once they start fading and all that stuff, then I'll leave them in the closet.
It's like I'm working with a guy that works at Hot Topic.
I pay a lot more money for those shirts than what you buy them for at Hot Topic.
No, I've got my 49er fit that I wear every Sunday, and it changes through the season. So I've got 49er shoes. I need to get a new pair of 49er shoes. I've got the coach's shorts, and then a buddy of mine is one of the equipment managers, so he sends me team gear, so I can dress dress like the coach every weekend.
Wow, I wish I had a friend that nice.
Yeah, I dress like Kyle Shanahan every weekend. People laugh at me, and then I stand there and I pace while I watch the game.
Now, does he send you the shirt that he's going to wear on the field that day?
No. I usually get like 3 or 4 shirts a year and a couple caps.
Oh, okay.
And people are like, where'd you get that?
Like
I'm like, it's a friend of mine.
I think I have a Steelers jacket. I have a hat.
Oh, I got
that might be it.
I got a bunch of hoodies. I got a bunch of T-shirts. I got a ton of golf shirts, pullovers.
I don't. That stuff's expensive. That's why I can't buy
That's why I've got a friend.
Yeah. Well, yeah. If you got a friend that's feeding it to you.
All right. Coming up on the program, we're going to stick with a little bit of sports. And by the way, this has gotten some response so far at facebook.com/newsradio WRVA. The NFL, we were just talking about how much money they make. I'm going to give more money if I watch all these games on Sunday Ticket. $27 billion. That's a huge business. You know what's bigger? Travel League Sports. $40 billion. So parents, if you're paying that kind of money for Travel League, are you doing it for your kids because they're chasing their dreams? Or are you doing it because you want to be the cool mom standing there with the Stanley Cup that says soccer mom and telling all your friends, oh, look at us. We're drinking wine on the weekends at the baseball game. We'll do that coming up next. I'm Rich Ferrer. Thanks for joining us, everybody, on News Radio WRVA. Today's program brought to you in part by my friend Michael Greer